Hi guys, and welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be continuing the table saw build, and to start with I'm going to be attaching the four legs to the top frame. I've actually got it upside down at the moment. Right, as you can see, to just give you a quick idea what I'm doing. The frame I made up, I'm just put the legs on, is just basically the legs. There's four of them, and they're basically going to mount to the side of the table. But what I'm going to do is obviously clamp them to the side of the lower table until I can get it perfectly level with the top of the table saw. Then I can add the rest of the supports. These little legs aren't going to hold the weight of the top of the table. I am going to put some thicker braces in. This is just basically the way I'm going to level it. So obviously that's got to be lifted up and clamped into place. But before I can do any of that, I've got to take all this out of the way and fit the casters on the lower part. So let's get on with that. Right, as you can see, I've added some blocks in each corner and mounted the wheels. Now the front of the table, I've got the brake on, so they will only go round to like there. They won't go all the way round, same with that one. Whereas the back two will actually spin all the way round because they don't actually have the brake on, it's just the front. I'm hoping, because all four haven't got brakes, I'm hoping I won't get too much movement. If I do, I might have to come up with a way just to stop it, basically, but we shall see. Right, as you can see, I've cut the frame out to accept the runners on the fence, and I've notched that out both sides. What I've done, this is why I've got these four legs. I've basically clamped the legs to the side, laid my 18mm OSB, not OSB, MDF, and then what I'm going to do, I'm going to use a longer level than this, but I can run my level across the table in every direction until I get it spot on. And then once I've leveled it all, I'll be able to attach the them legs properly, and then I can add the proper supports. This was basically done just to make it a bit easier levelling out the top. And as you can see, the runners pass through, and then it goes, even with the top on. I'm going to have to probably notch out, maybe to notch out a little bit in the back of there, because obviously once it's sat down I need room under there for the runners to slide under, so I'll probably have to router a slight groove underneath both sides. That's going to be the overall size of the table, and then I'll probably cover both sides and maybe the back part, just to try and contain a lot of the dust. I'll probably leave the front open because obviously I need to be able to adjust the angle of the blade, the height of the blade, etc., and move the fence, but the rest of it can actually be closed in. I mean, I can always cut a hole in the back part for the dust hose to fit through, and as you can see it's on wheels, so I can move it around. So it's going to be quite a nice size. It's about 3 foot by 5 foot. So this and my bench will give me plenty of surfaces to work on. So yeah, quite pleased with how it's going so far. Still got a bit of fluffing about to do, but we're getting there. Right, just going to give you a quick walk round of what I've done so far. Like I was saying before, these uprights, there's 2 on either side, were basically only used to help level the top. Now this is about 3/4 of an inch lower, because obviously I need to put the MDF on top, and then that's going to be level. I did actually play around and get it more or less level. Might need a little bit of tweaking, but I I added some supports at the sides and also one at the back. I added a support at the back on the bottom and one at the front, which you can see, and also underneath I added the cross piece, which will stop the table itself sagging. I might actually put another support onto this bit, although this is fairly solid. So we come around this side. As you can see, that's where I've altered the frame to allow for the fence to slide backwards and forwards. That's what it looks like from the front. As you can see, this does actually slide backwards and forwards, so I can still use that, and it goes right up to the blade that side. To be honest, I ain't worried that it don't go all the way to the left. I don't think it goes much further towards the left side anyway. But yeah, as long as I've got the full width that way, then I'm happy with that. So basically, now I've added all the supports, the wheels are on, the top's 99% level. All I've got left to do now is I've got to router a couple of bits where the fence mechanism comes out underneath the OSB. You've just got to route a slight groove front and back, and then I've got to put the table on, and I'm going to screw that from underneath. And when that's on and secured in place, I then have to extend these slightly. But that's where we're at the moment. I have to say I am quite pleased with it. So here I'm just basically pre-drilling and screwing through the frame into the MDF from underneath. That way the top of the table is completely clean, there's no screws showing, it won't need any filling, and I just think it looks better. And I did actually record routing the grooves out for the mitre slots, but for some reason my phone decided to turn off during the recording and I didn't realise, so you've missed that part. But here I am just adding the finishing touches to the outside of the table. This is just to show you that if you should need to remove the saw to do jobs anywhere else, that it is possible to remove it from the table and then place it back in. It is a little bit fiddly, but it's possible. But as I don't intend to take it out that often, I don't mind like having to mess around if I should have to remove it for whatever reason. And this is the very first cut on the new table, and that's for the piece you can see on the left in between the fence mechanism. Beautiful. Well, that's it, guys. As you can see, the table is done. I need to buy a sheet of cardboard and box it in to obviously make it look a little bit better and contain the dust. And when I do that, I will let you know what it looks like. But apart from that, it's finished. If you're not already subscribed to the channel, please subscribe, give it a like, comment down below. I would really appreciate that. And I will see you in the next video. Cheers for watching, guys. Bye.